right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll wind up getting a yard. On the game's first play, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 17, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Drop deep, drop deep. Take 4, take 4. Deep grip, deep grip.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Lions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To Johnson again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Check 99! Check 99!
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. 7-7. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Past the 20. 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, they'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Albert Wilson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
General West. Hey, Orban.
From the gun, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. From midfield, here's Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Steve 7.
2nd and 4. Back back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. From the gun on third down. Herbert flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Well, this is caught by Williams. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Rolling to his right. And incomplete.
Allen on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw again. Herbert. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First and 10, 44-yard line.
Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, it's Williams.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Out. 80 weapons. Lucky. Together.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
51's the money. Let him know.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to run with Singletary. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
We got this. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Flowers, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To the air, Allen. And the catch made by Hilton. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, complete to Bryant. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run here with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
2nd and 2. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. from the gun on third down. Herbert, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Check out, bro. Clear. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Check 26, check 26. Bang, 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 bang. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Cut. Hey. Mike's 50. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. 2. 5.
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen going to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way down to the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Buffalo, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.